bankruptcy blows through even the biggest restaurant chains. If you thought the food industry was all smooth sailing, think again. In this video, we delve into the world of retail crises and the economic recession as we uncover the 15 big restaurant chains that have filed for bankruptcy. From iconic brands to familiar names, no one is safe from the harsh realities of the ongoing economic collapse. Number 1. Corner Bakery. First on the list is Corner Bakery. Once seen as a major rival to big bakery chains like Panera Bread, Corner Bakery has faced significant challenges. Imagine a chain valued at $40 million just a year ago, now filing for bankruptcy. Why did this happen? The pandemic-induced revenue loss, coupled with smaller store count, led to a default on its credit facility. Consequently, the chain filed for bankruptcy as protection against asset seizure. Corner Bakery accepted a $15 million purchase bid from SSCP Management, which is now eliminating underperforming locations and attempting to restructure the chain for profitability. Number 2. IHOP. Next, we have the International House of Pancakes, better known as IHOP. Who doesn't love a good stack of pancakes? But even IHOP couldn't escape the challenges of the pandemic. Their franchise, CFRA Holdings, took a hit with a jaw-dropping 33% sales collapse. And guess what? They had to close down 50 restaurants and let go of all employees due to liquidity issues. Now they're on the hunt for a buyer to settle their $22.8 million debt. Tough times for a breakfast favorite. Number 3. Tasty Freeze. How did Tasty Freeze go from running more than 2,000 stores to only having 4 locations operational today? Founded in 1915, Tasty Freeze is a fast food restaurant specializing in soft-serve ice cream. It once operated over 2,000 locations all around the U.S. However, by the beginning of the century, less than 100 stores were still open. Various factors contributed to the decline in Tasty Freeze's popularity over the years, coupled with the economic changes in the fast food industry. Unfortunately, these circumstances have led to the once thriving chain's downfall. Today, the bankrupt company has only 4 locations in operation, and it may say goodbye forever as the Tasty Freeze brand fades away. Number 4. Hardees. Moving on, we have Hardees, which has been grappling with financial difficulties, resulting in the closure of numerous locations after declaring bankruptcy under Chapter 11 in May. Before the filing, Summit Restaurant Holdings, the parent company of Hardees, had already closed 40 locations in the current year. Executives at Hardees are currently seeking a qualified and well-capitalized buyer with a successful track record across the restaurant, entertainment, food, beverage, and retail markets. The goal is to find a buyer who can navigate inflationary pressures, increased labor costs, and rising food prices to ensure the chain's survival. Number 5. Popeyes. This year, Popeyes, which shares the same parent company as Burger King, faced a challenging situation with bankruptcy of Premier Cajun Kings, one of its major franchises. Founded by Manraj Patrick Siju in 2018, Premier Cajun Kings tripled the number of stores it operated within a year and generated over $30 million in annual sales. However, tragedy struck in May 2022 when Manraj Patrick Siju passed away. Can you imagine the impact of the loss of a sole manager on a business? Unable to fully recover from the loss of its sole manager, declining sales, soaring costs, and operating losses forced Premier Cajun Kings to close a large number of restaurants in Alabama and Tennessee. This chain was left with only half of its original locations by March 2023, when it finally filed for bankruptcy. Number 6. Del Taco. Today, it may seem nonsensical that Del Taco was once seen as a significant threat to Taco Bell's Mexican fast food empire. In the early 90s, before Chipotle and Moe's entered the market, Del Taco was head-to-head with Taco Bell. However, the chain's eagerness to imitate its largest competitor led to its ruin. Can you believe it was overexpansion that led to their cash flow problems? Overexpansion, driven by a desire to match the might of Taco Bell, left Del Taco with serious cash flow problems and a substantial debt load. To restructure, Del Taco filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, leading to the closure of several restaurants. Number 7. Crystal. While many businesses suffered due to the pandemic, Crystal's financial challenges started even before its onset. In January 2020, while the COVID-19 outbreak was only beginning to spread globally, Crystal sought protection under Chapter 11 bankruptcy because of the challenges it was facing. The pandemic further limited its potential options, making its survival uncertain. The chain continued to face headwinds, leading to a second filing in 2022. Number 8. Chuck E. Cheese. Known for its kid-friendly attractions, Chuck E. Cheese has gained huge popularity over the decades. However, today the company is dealing with a massive debt load of $705 million. But did you know this isn't their first time in bankruptcy court? In 1984, its parent company, Pizza Time Theater, filed for bankruptcy to avoid corporate destitution. Fast forward to today, and given the size of its debt, only a miracle can save Chuck E. Cheese from filing for bankruptcy again in the near future. Number 9. Rubios Coastal Grill. Over the past 3 years, Rubios Coastal Grill experienced product shortages, increased labor costs, and rising prices, which significantly impacted its balance sheet. In the face of a huge drop in annual revenue, the company filed for bankruptcy to renegotiate its outstanding debt and fight for a chance to stay in business. Thankfully, Rubios Coastal Grill recently emerged from bankruptcy, giving hope to other indebted brands facing similar challenges. Number 10. Blue Star. Competing with industry giants like Dunkin' Donuts and Krispy Kreme, Blue Star entered the market with much fanfare. But imagine a chain with higher priced products and lower sales volume during the pandemic. Unfortunately, this led to the donut chain filing for bankruptcy for the first time in January 2020, only to face headwinds, leading to a second filing in 2022. Today, only 3 stores remain open in Oregon, the state where it was founded. Number 11. California Pizza Kitchen. Tasked with the challenge of reducing its long-term debt burden and regaining strength, California Pizza Kitchen needed a viable solution. How did they tackle this problem? The company decided to file for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, and as part of its plan, it aims to close unprofitable locations. However, the exact number of restaurants to be affected has not been specified. With $47 million in debt and only $13 million in cash on hand, the outlook for the chain remains uncertain. Number 12. Golden Corral Buffet. Buffet chains like Golden Corral have been particularly hard hit by the pandemic due to the ban on their underlying format. Even after the economy reopened, the sector never fully recovered, leading to the bankruptcy of Golden Corral's franchise group, 1069 Restaurant Group, LLC. The chain faced a master debt of $49.7 million, attributed to restaurant closures and decreased sales since the COVID-19 pandemic. The CEO of Golden Corral stated that some franchisees would not be able to continue operations without additional financial relief. Number 13. Burger King. Experiencing a dramatic sales downturn in 2023, Burger King is facing challenges as 2 of its major franchises, Tom's King Holdings and Meridian Restaurants Unlimited, filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Can you guess how many Burger King locations are on the verge of closing by the end of 2023? A staggering 500. Tom's King Holdings, once considered one of the top-performing operators in North America, surprised many when it revealed that its stores were in financial trouble. Other Burger King franchisees, like Utah-based Meridian Restaurants Unlimited, also filed for bankruptcy in March, leading to the closure of hundreds of locations in the coming months. Number 14. Ruby Tuesday. Facing a tough competition from fast food and fast casual competitors, Ruby Tuesday found itself on a downward spiral. But how did the chain's decline lead to bankruptcy? With sales steadily declining in recent years, the company had no choice but to file for bankruptcy, which led to the closure of 185 restaurants. Factors like diminishing mall traffic and the cost of living crisis played a significant role in negatively impacting the chain's revenue. Adding to the woes, the company's CEO made it clear that 185 of the restaurants closed during the pandemic will not be reopened, further jeopardizing the company's chances of survival. Number 15. McDonald's. Even the mighty McDonald's faced setbacks. Who would have thought? Even they are not immune to bankruptcy among franchisees. Rice Enterprises LLC, a major McDonald's operator, faced serious labor issues and filed for bankruptcy. McDonald's responded by closing hundreds of stores globally, focusing on more financially viable locations. In addition to labor issues, some of McDonald's formats were considered outdated. As a result, the decision was made to focus on locations with higher financial returns while excluding struggling stores from its portfolio. This move led to the closure of several stores in America and around the world. The road to recovery for these chains may be long, but one thing's for sure, their stories are far from over. Restaurant chains are far from being the only ones in trouble in these trying times. Click the video on screen now to find out how even giants like Amazon are in deep trouble.